Even though the battle for Avdiivka is still in full swing, military academies worldwide have already begun to study the actions of Russian troops to take this most protected city of the European continent. Even Western military analysts recognize the fact that the actions of the Russian army in the battle for Avdiivka are a vivid example of military art and competent actions. Experts note that even the multi-level line of defense of Avdiivka, which was created by NATO generals for 8 years, failed to stop the Russian army. Meanwhile, the representative of the Russian Defense Ministry, Colonel Vadim Astafyev, gave a general picture of what was happening on the battlefield. According to him, in the Donetsk direction, the Ukrainian armed forces have completely lost the initiative, but at the same time, they are desperately trying to regain lost positions and strategically important heights. At the same time, Vadim Astafyev noted that over the past 24 hours, the armed forces of Ukraine have suffered significant losses in manpower and heavy equipment in the areas of the settlements of Kleshchievka, Nikolaevka, and Razdalovka. In total, the losses of the armed forces of Ukraine amounted to 200 people killed, 8 destroyed infantry fighting vehicles, and 6 destroyed howitzers of various types. As for Avdiivka, it is worth saying here that the Russian military department refuses to give detailed actions of Russian troops in this direction. This operational silence is caused by the fact that the advancing Russian units do not want to give the enemy the prerequisites for understanding their plans and future actions. However, war correspondents and numerous military TV channels continue to cover the fighting for this most well-protected European city. So, according to them, the Russian army is continuing its successful advance in this direction of the front, shrinking the ring around Avdiivka. Moreover, numerous shots of Russian troops in the strategically important settlement of STEPOVOYE also appeared on the network. At the same time, war correspondents and the military telegram channel, Kondottiero, confirmed the fact that the village of STEPOVOYE came under the full control of the Russian army. According to war correspondent Yuri Kotnak, on November 12, Russian forces managed to dislodge the remaining units of the armed forces of Ukraine from the western outskirts of the village of STEPOVOYE. At the same time, he emphasized the minimal losses of Russian troops during the battle for this village. Thus, the Russian army significantly worsened the situation of the grouping of the armed forces of Ukraine in Avdiivka, since the village of STEPOVOYE was one of the important links in the supply of the Ukrainian garrison. Meanwhile, the Ukrainian military department continues to claim that the battle for the village of STEPOVOYE continues, and that the Ukrainian armed forces are allegedly fighting with Russian units on the outskirts of this village. However, Ukrainian military experts and numerous propagandists have already changed their tone. If earlier they claimed that the armed forces of Ukraine would never surrender Avdiivka, now they say that this city is not so important from a military and strategic point of view. In addition to this, the reserve major of the National Guard of Ukraine, Oleksiy Getman, in fact, called for mentally preparing for the surrender of Avdiivka. According to Oleksiy Getman, the front line cannot be fixed in one place, because there are firing positions that are constantly changing. If the high military command sees the obvious risks of encirclement, Ukrainian troops will be immediately withdrawn from Avdiivka, a retired major of the National Guard of Ukraine Oleksiy Getman said. Observing the actions of the Russian army, military experts emphasize the unwillingness of Russian troops to launch frontal attacks on Ukrainian positions. According to them, Russian troops competently and methodically cut off the supply routes of the Ukrainian garrison in Avdiivka, forcing the armed forces of Ukraine to retreat from the villages nearby. Thus, the ring around Avdiivka is rapidly shrinking, while enabling the Russian army to maintain a large number of manpower and heavy equipment.